I just watched W5 and they talked about money laundering in British Columbia. Well, that's not news, frankly. I worked in real estate and with foreign investors in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I can tell you, it goes on all over. I mean, obviously, British Columbia seems to be the worst province in Canada, but that's not to say that it's not happening everywhere. But what I'm really, really, really unbelievably shocked, in complete disbelief, that W5, Go Public, CBC, Global Mail, I've been contacting them for 18 years. And I was an investment consultant, I'm not a novice. I mean, yes, I did lose my memory and couldn't read and write for 22 years because of my disease. And yes, I have been instrumental in getting gas mask equipment into the miners and factory workers and the military. I've done a lot with my 77 years on this planet. But for 18 years, I have begged for help. And believe it or not, I couldn't get the police to lay a charge on fraud because here's the deal. Real estate fraud, legal in Ontario. Our laws make it legal. And I'll go you one better. The truth is it's legal in every province in Canada. And nobody wants to talk about it. I've sent information to real estate brokers and real estate agents and real estate lawyers' blogs, and I can't get anybody to talk about it. And I spent over $100,000, and I am bankrupt and homeless. I have a partner, a boyfriend of 33 years on and off who took me off the streets. But the truth is, I made myself homeless to expose the truth in our laws. And we're not talking millions of dollars here, people. We're talking billions of dollars every year. And the question is, why? Why is it legal in every province in Canada but Saskatchewan? And who is profiting by laws that promote people being robbed of their homes and their real estate investments from the day they buy to 61 years later? The only people who are benefiting are the criminals who are taking the money and absconding with it, or squandering it, whatever they're doing with it. In my case, they're squandered it. There's no money. There's no way I can chase after the $500,000 in fraud because it's been squandered, and it was all done legally anyway. So what can I do? I have one area that it was income tax fraud, and it's been 5 years and they're still not even in court, and I'll probably die before it gets to court. But people are being robbed, and it's the devastation of what's happening to them is unbelievable. And we're talking, all we need to do is ban the laws that are making the fraud legal and bring in legal laws that protect registered owners, such as exist in Saskatchewan, United States, England, and Europe, in some cases for over 100 years. And here we sit with laws that make fraud legal. In fact, so legal that it promotes someone who maybe wouldn't think of doing something criminal, but it's just so easy they can't resist. And it promotes the fraud. I don't know. The media silence on this subject is a mystery. The political indifference. I've contacted everybody coast to coast, and I can't get any help at all, and I can't get any publicity, and just nobody cares. And I'm in this all by myself. Well, not entirely. Mike McDermott, a man in cooperation with the Mohawks, is trying to go after, now that we have online registering of properties, real estate, the fraud has escalated because the system was fraudulent to begin with. The laws were criminal to begin with, banned in every country but Canada. And when they went online, well, my God, it just opened up a volcano of opportunity for billions of dollars in fraud that is now international. You know, Canada has always been a haven for criminals, but this is unbelievably mind-boggling what's going on. And I don't know what it's going to take to get some publicity. Mike doesn't seem, you know, he's got legal organizations behind him and everything, and he hasn't had, well, he marched in front of the city parliamentary buildings in Ontario, and it didn't really get him an awful lot of publicity. A little blip. I'm been evicted, and I'm sneezing, and in the middle of packing, and 33 years of dust. My partner lived here for 33 years, so excuse me for that. But I don't know what more I can say. Who is benefiting except for the criminal? Even the politicians aren't making any money at this. The real estate agents aren't benefiting from it. They're selling people properties that they're going to be robbed of. Well, when that person gets robbed and becomes bankrupt, like what happens to most of them, then they can't buy any more property. Whereas if they were if the laws had protected them, they would maybe sell their property and it would go through a real estate agent, and there would be commissions, and that's all lost. And they don't seem to get that. They're so stupid. You know, it's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, the stupidity I mean, I can understand the money laundering that's going on in British Columbia because the government is benefiting from that. But the kind of fraud I'm talking about, real estate fraud, it's not benefiting any political party. It's not benefiting the taxpayer because they're going bankrupt. So they no longer can pay taxes. They wind up in 50% of them or more are winding up in subsidized housing and welfare, which is where I'm going to wind up. We were worth over $1 million, and none of it was necessary. None of it was necessary. But I don't know. I keep talking about this. Real estate fraud is legal in Ontario, and what's it going to take for somebody to care? What's it going to take for W5 to pay attention? What's it going to take for some member of parliament to understand that it's not about Trudy, it's not about Rolly, it's not about Nick, it's not about your constituency member of parliament. It's about the friggin' law in Canada and in every province. Okay? Wake up. What's it going to take? Unbelievable. They keep saying, contact your 6 million. Oh, I mean, I just, unbelievable. Billions of dollars, people, listen to me. Billions of dollars of investments are being lost every year. People are losing their homes. People are going bankrupt. That does not benefit your taxes. That does not benefit your economy. That does not benefit the politician. Media, do your job. Now, for God's sakes, all the evidence is on my website. Do your job. Wake up, people. Oh, God help me. No, God help you. Because I've already lost everything. I've got nothing left to lose. Over and out. What's it going to take? I don't know. I imagine I'm not going to live to see any justice. I feel stupid that I'm still trying after 18 years. I feel stupid. I must be an idiot. Yeah, I guess I am. I should never have tried. I'd be rich today living in a luxury home if I hadn't cared about human rights and